Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing readings for the week of August 12th through the 18th. Okay, lots have been happening. Let's see what the cards have to say. Maybe it's just going to be personal this time. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Who knows what we get? Not predetermined. All right, here we go. A beautiful Voyager deck. Let's have a look. Wow. Time, space, travel. Wonderful. Let me see. Well, I'm going to have a little bit of um, stuff that has to do with politics, but not too much. Just have a little bit. So this is it's really interesting because what the cards are telling us is we asked for this change. So whether you're a supporter or not of what's going on politically for us right now, we're living in a time when we asked for it. So we have just taken the responsibility for making the changes. So remember that. It's up to us now. If we want things changed, then we have to act accordingly because we're going to have some really good opportunities for that. This is an interesting card anyway, because this is telling me that you've got your feet on the right path. We're just moving forward and discerning as we go through. So it's like, something happens, I think about it. I participate, something happens, I think about it, I participate. So there's cycles here that are asking us to be part of it because we've got the card of change and they want us to be instrumental in making those changes. So it's no longer an idea of letting somebody choose for us. I don't need to vote. Somebody else will vote. It'll be fine. It'll work out. And we're getting to the point where maybe that's not the philosophy that we want to take anymore. Okay, because it's time for us to start making choices. And these are good choices. So I don't want you to sweat and worry and go, oh no, what if I don't know enough? Do a little bit of research, find out about what judge you're voting for, see if they're Democratic or Republican. You get to decide which one you want to support. So that card is telling me it's going to be something to think about in the next 4 months or so, right? Now, on a personal level, I just want to jump back real quick. There's going to be opportunities for travel. Yay. So I don't know where you're thinking about going, but here's my travel card. And here's the card that says, think about a place that also has a spiritual connection to it. So maybe you wanted to go to Thailand or something, someplace where there's strong Buddhist influence, or maybe you want to go to Machu Picchu for the mysticism that's there. Think about different places, different things that are going to expand you and enlighten you. It's like you're in an exploration phase right now. So allow yourself to be guided and led, even if it's someplace local. There's in Southern California here, in Whittier, there's a Buddhist temple over there. So maybe you can't go to Thailand to visit the Buddha, the Emerald Buddha and all the reclining Buddha, etc. But maybe you can certainly go to the next town over and visit on a Sunday when they're having their services. Okay? Something always to be explored. And this looks to me like you're going to be finding someone who has life experiences that they're going to want to share with you. So it could be during a travel thing. You could even be signed up for a trip with um, the local community services department where they take trips and they go to museums and stuff, and you meet an interesting personality that is going to share their experiences with you. This looks like an extreme likelihood. And it may be a guy who's looks like male energy. So it might be a guy who has had these experiences, has already been there, like before the war or before whatever. And you make a nice acquaintance here who's going to expand your knowledge of things. This is pretty interesting. I'd like to meet that person too. This is a card that says that we're following our belief systems. So maybe that's it, because this is the Buddha card. Can you see him sitting up there? And then that crescent moon is showing the enlightenment of it. So that might be a starting place for you. It's a major arcana card. So think about it. Okay. Find yourself a Buddhist temple somewhere and just meditate there. They're great on letting you come and just share the grounds. So it's not like you have to have special permission or dispensation to do it. It's like, make the connection. And this is telling me that you're going to be finding some like-minded people. Can be friendships developed, people that have things to talk about together, and they expand your creativity. You want to have a look at it? Pretty interesting. Now, on just an interpretation of this looks like an artist's palette, doesn't it? So it looks like some kind of creativity is affiliated, something artistic is affiliated with meeting these new people. Okay? So that's another hint on where you can start. There's a Gowers Museum that always has some really interesting stuff too. So, and it's usually like they even had an installation on the Sistine Chapel. So think about what it is you want to expand in your world, or something that you've never heard about and you want to experience. This is going to be the time to start doing that. This is telling me that it's going to be bursts of opportunities. So when you see it, jump on it, because it won't stay. It's not going to be here for long. So you get a real quick chance. Maybe there's an installation that's only going to be there for 2 weeks. So make the most of it. It's a good card for that. And it's telling me there's going to be a lot of opportunities to do it. I love this Seven of Worlds, and it's kind of like a breakthrough, but a breakthrough for you. So it's new ideas, something new and different to look at. Okay. And this card is saying don't worry too much about the money. Um, Even a thought for you, those of you that are counting your pennies and everything. I believe it's Bank of America that once a month has freebie admissions to different museums throughout Southern California. So that's a hint for the local people. But for those of you that are farther away, and I know there's a few of you, consider that you can find free places to go that you're going to enjoy. Okay, here's another clue on who you're going to find. This is like finding a kindred spirit, but it's like finding a sister of sorts. Okay, so don't be afraid of meeting some new people. It can start low key and everything, and these are people that you're going to not only have a shared interest with, but they're a meeting of the heart. So it's like somebody who understands, maybe has a similar experience that you did, and yeah, and it's a friendship that's going to cultivate into something long term. Righty? So let me have a look real quick, because we're just flipping right through these. Bottom of the deck says, yeah, it's the art stuff. So let's start with that right there. So some of you that are tuning in today, or whatever day it is you're tuning in, this is the card of art. Okay. So also the card of having one foot in the real world and one foot in the metaphysical world. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's exactly where art leads you. Okay. It's mystical. It's interesting. It's exploratory. Yeah. And here you are. There's the daughter of discs. Don't worry about whether it's male or female. This is just telling me that she's going to be exploring things. And this is like even an edifice of some sort. There's a building of some sort that has information with it, like the castle in Pasadena. There's a place that there's interest that draws you there. Maybe you're just in magic, or thinking about the um, medieval times and stuff. Think about that and let it draw you in, because the universe is trying to give you some hints on where to start. This may not be where you end up, but it is a place to start. And this one here says if you're just sitting around and you're doing nada, it's time to get off your little buns and get busy. You get some rest so that you're in a position to be exploring, and then let's move on with things. Okay, it's going to be some opportunities for you, so don't worry about it. Just do it. All right. Okay, kiddos, I think that's all I have for you today, and I wish you the best, and take good care of yourself, be mindful of the weather, and I will talk to you again in 7. Namaste.